We are back with another Olympic quiz. This is quiz 2 of 3 for our Olympic quiz series. It is great to be back doing so many of these, but also just to talk Olympic hockey. You haven't even seen NHLers in the Olympics, except for 2014.
I'm excited.
Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be unbelievable.
Man, it's been a long time since the NHL has been at the Olympics, but I don't know which is taking longer. That or the last time Luca won any of these things.
It's been a tough go here.
Sam has returned to play the role of France. Who else shows up? It's a great time of the Olympics, gets good experience, but probably gets circled on most other teams' calendars.
This is bulletin board material for me.
Well, today's quiz is on iconic Olympic hockey moments. I'm curious to see how the young guns do in this one. How much Olympic hockey is kind of in your mind?
It was there at the start, and then for like my formative years, it just wasn't.
There's going to be a bunch of stuff that happened before I was born. I'm not going to know it. I'm going to try to use that as an excuse, and Z is going to make fun of me and tell me that that is not allowed.
Here's how today's quiz is going to work. We got 10 questions. We got that bonus round in the middle. You get it right, you earn yourself an extra strike. And how many strikes are you dealing with today? 3. Same as the crowns on your cap. 10? What? Put your hands down, young man.
Hey, how do you say let's go in Italian? Does anyone know? Andiamo?
Are you ready to start this?
I was born ready in my adult, large.
Yeah, I was going to say.
No, not adult. This is youth. Oh, man, I didn't even get that right.
Andiamo!
Question number 1. Which Winter Olympic Games was the very first to feature active NHL players?
Active NHL players.
I really was hoping it would be like, who scored the golden goal? And I'd be like, oh, I don't know.
That's embarrassing. Why are we even getting out of bed if that's a question?
The only reason I actually know this is because we just did a tier list, and this was mentioned that this is the first year that NHLers are back in the Olympics. That tier list is coming out in a couple days, so stay tuned for it. It's Olympic related. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It was in the 90s. It was either 94 or 98, but I can't remember anything past 98.
Was this Nagano?
You have a year for that?
I think it's 98. Oh, I'm going to be so
Locking it in?
Yeah, I'm locking it in.
98?
It's 1998.
1998, the Nagano Olympics in Japan.
1998 in Nagano.
It is Nagano in 1998. That is correct. Some people would have preferred you be a little bit more firm on that, but not me.
I didn't offer alternate dates.
1988 was the first year that the IOC allowed pro athletes to take part in the Olympics, but it was 1998 when we finally saw NHLers. 1994 certainly saw players who went on to be NHL greats in that tournament, but it's because they were junior players. Question number 2. Something tells me Jesse's going to get this one right. The Miracle on Ice remains as one of the most storied achievements in Olympic history. An upset so monumental that the very building that the game was played in is now named after the very coach who led Team USA to victory in 1980. Name that coach.
No, I don't know anything about Miracle on Ice.
I thought you were kidding. I thought you thought the question was something harder.
No, I've never watched the movie.
Oh.
The only thing I know about it is Mike Eruzione scored the goal and that Kurt Russell played the coach in the movie.
Now I'm just thinking of the actor's name in Miracle.
What is with you guys and the actor?
Kurt Russell, I think, plays him in Miracle.
Pretty sure Kurt Russell's kid was a hockay player at some point.
Was he really?
I think he was a goalie.
I thought he was an NBA player. Bill Russell.
I feel like I can see his face, and I don't know his name. Nose, 2 eyes, fully symmetrical ears.
But I don't know his damn name now.
Maybe his name's Kurt Russell.
Would you accept that?
No, I don't know. You have to lock it in. I guess you can find out.
I see what you're doing.
I don't know.
Not his name.
What's his name, like Kelly Chase or something?
You gonna lock it in?
Yeah, I got nothing better right now.
What is it? Chase Kelly? What did you say?
No, Kelly Chase.
Oh, you just flipped it
Get
around?
It right. Get it right.
That other person's a real person, I'm pretty sure. Because the one you just said, I've never heard of that guy.
When I was in the 7th grade, we had to do a monologue, and I did Herb Brooks' very own Kurt Russell's rendition of the Miracle on Ice speech.
Herb Brooks, not Kurt Russell, although he did a very nice performance.
Absolute legend, Herb Brooks.
The answer's Herb Brooks.
Oh!
And we're looking at an absolute Herb right in front of us.
How did I not remember Herb Brooks? That's stupid.
I would do the monologue right now.
Go
I'm sure
ahead.
if I did
I'm
that,
sorry, yeah. Like
Z would just cut it out of the edit.
No, honestly, try.
Great moments are born from great opportunity. That's what we have here tonight. That's what we've earned here tonight. One game. We may We play him 10
We can
times.
get.
When Herb Brooks in the movie Miracle goes into the room by himself, just pushes the flying door, and he just goes,
Well, you know
"Fire
what?
me up!"
I think that monologue was worthy of 4 strikes for me. You don't have to commit to it now,
And I
but like
won't.
if question 7, I'm like working hard,
Hell
by
is
all
this?
means go ahead.
That
I
is
think it'd
definitely
be-
participation trophies asking. And the answer is no.
Okay, thank you.
Where is Herb Brooks Arena?
Lake Placid.
Lake Placid. Legendary.
All right, question number 3. We might be in for another legendary elimination. Question number 3. Sam, you already got a strike.
I got 2 more.
Put that on a stamp and post it. Which player scored a gold medal winning shootout goal using a now eponymous move that became so celebrated, the image of it was made into a stamp?
What?
Shootout winning gold medal goal?
I also said now eponymous.
What does that mean?
It's a marine mammal. You can find them at the zoo.
This group is anti-intellectual.
I think eponymous means when it is synonymous with the thing, right?
Close enough. It's
I like my hippopotamus joke
okay.
better.
Yeah.
Which years was the gold medal game decided in shootout?
02 didn't end in a shootout. 06 didn't end in a shootout.
Sweden in 2006, I know they won that. 2002, Canada won.
2010 didn't end in a shootout. It was golden goal. 2014 was not in a shootout. Canada beat Sweden.
So not 2010, not 2014.
So like when I think shootout, I obviously think TJ Oshie, but that was not like they didn't win the gold medal that year.
2018 and 2022, I don't remember a single thing about. So was it 98 that ended in a shootout?
I feel like this is 2002 Canada, like someone on Canada. No, maybe I'm thinking of when they didn't let Gretzky shoot. I think that was 1998.
I'm just trying to think of like things that I've seen a stamp though, and now I'm
That's what we're going on here.
I'm
This guy's
stuck
like,
on
oh
stamp."
man, the last time I was in a post office, I don't remember saying that.
I'm telling you, I don't even have a guess because I don't know which Olympics ended in a shootout.
Just say one.
the Taves.
In 1998, Czechia won. I'm going to say like Jagger won in shootout. And there's the Jagger move.
Sidney Crosby. Like, that's not a good guess. Wayne
That's it.
Gretzky.
And that
I
was
don't know.
I do know there was a really, really nice move done by Peter Forsberg.
This has got to be Peter Forsberg.
I think it's Peter Forsberg with like the tuck or something he did. I don't know. I don't really know what you call it, but I think it's that.
How many players have shootout moves named after them? So let's just
Oh,
go
wait,
through
wait,
that.
wait.
No, you gave your answer. You're
No,
wrong.
but it's
by the way.
the
Incorrect.
Forsberg. It's the Forsberg.
You
It's the
didn't say that.
Forsberg.
It was that, but that's not what you said. So you're getting a strike. It was Peter Forsberg who did the Forsberg in 1994 to help Sweden win the gold medal.
I don't remember this.
He was there as a junior player, obviously, as you can tell from the 1994. And yeah, it was on a postage stamp.
I feel as though in today's hockey, whether it's beer league or the NHL, it's really hard to score that goal nowadays. Goalies have kind of just figured it out, but I mean, when Forsberg did it, it was pretty like game changing.
I got way too fired up for my monologue. I'll do it again if you want.
No,
if it's
I'm
like
good.
question 4.
Here, I'm
I
gonna
can
get you to
the
do
monologue
question
again.
4 instead.
Okay, it's your quiz.
All right, Jadon representing the young cats well in this one so
Not
far.
anymore.
You're doing well.
I hate this next question.
We're moving on to true or false, and this may very well be Luca's last question in this quiz.
This is devastating right now.
True or false?
True.
Perhaps true. Perhaps Sam is done here. True.
False.
Question number 4. True or false? Prior to the gold medal game between Canada and the USA's women's team in 2002, a rumor swirled around that the Americans had placed a Canadian flag on the floor of their dressing room. Following Canada's 3-2 victory, Hayley Wickenheiser capped off Canada's victory with perhaps one of the greatest quotes in hockey history, saying, quote, "The Americans had our flag on the floor in the dressing room, and now I want to know if they want us to sign it." Although the incident managed to bring the levels of animosity to the two sides to new highs, in the end, Team USA did in fact have Team Canada sign the flag in a move meant to serve as both an apology as well as a showing of good sportsmanship. True or false?
What the heck?
I remember the quote. It's an epic all-timer.
You were telling the story. I knew it. I'm like, oh, like you're just gonna ask true or false, and then you just added that insane element at the end that I've never heard of before.
Both answers are so totally believable.
So I could see this happening. False has also been on a heater, and it's been false so many times that maybe this one's true. And I'm gonna say it's true.
I can't imagine there was any olive branch extending, especially after how upset they were and the fact that that level of animus.
Isn't that where Ezio hung out?
Yeah.
We'll just leave that there for any of the gamers.
Please wait. I have so many questions.
I don't think the Americans would have done that. That's my first instinct. That's usually wrong.
There's no way in hell that you have the flag on the floor, lose, get called out by Haley Wickenheiser, and then in a way to apologize, you're like, actually, yeah, we want you to sign that flag. Where does that flag even live afterwards?
What if the organizations were like, we got to squash this story?
Why are you saying this?
Maybe the management was like, listen, we need to kind of patch this up. This is what we're gonna do. True. They did sign the flag.
I'm going to say false because there's a lot of bad blood between these countries at the international level, and I don't know. I hope it's false.
I'm going to say false.
I'd actually be very disappointed if this was true.
Well,
So
would you be disappointed if you went home?
At this point, I put in maybe the worst performance of all time. So I feel pretty justified in going home if I am wrong. I'm going false.
I tried my best
That's tough.
to be as Volpine as possible and lead you astray, and it didn't work. It is false.
Let's go.
No, but what's the point of these true or false questions if it's always false? Genuinely.
No, but they're not.
They're always false. It's like 8 false in a row.
I don't think I've ever gotten one of those right. I'm not even joking.
Why are you using big words on me? Volpine and unanimous? What are we talking
oh
about?
My God, read a book, man. One of the greatest speeches of all time. So good.
iconic.
And now I want them to know if I could cite it. Obviously, the Haley Wickenheiser part is very true, as we've gone over. Incredible, epic quote. Because of this, there was an investigation led by both Team USA and Team Canada that did squash that this ever happened. They both put out a press release saying that was not the case, and that some third party kind of planted this rumor.
Bulletin board material, however you can get it.
The women's Canadian and American teams, it's fierce, and especially on the Olympic stage, it's like watching it, you can feel it. It's
the best.
It's awesome.
It's the best. All right, question number 5, and you got all your strikes still.
This is exactly what I said was going to happen because I was like, this is the Packers season. It's going to look so good. I'm going to get like the true or false right. And now question 5, like it's like Parsons' ACL tears and I'm done.
In a weird way, like this doesn't happen often. I feel like I'm just full cheering for you now. I don't want that ending for you.
Going full Katniss Everdeen, trying to get the people behind the camera on my side.
Question number 5. When NHLers made their Olympic debut in 1998, Canada had no shortage of talent or leaders to choose from for their roster. 17 of the 23 players on that team went on to captain an NHL team at some point in their career. But who was it that captained Canada for that tournament?
I am a Volpine figure. I'm going to slither my way past this question
Do
somehow.
foxes slither?
No, they
That
kind of
seems more
scamper.
serpent-like.
Yeah, I guess so.
For some reason, I feel like I'm going to get this one wrong.
It's a crazy list of players. It's at a time when Gretzky is still playing.
Is it one of those ones where they gave him like the legacy captain?
The idea of him not being the captain of this team is kind of crazy.
It was Nagano when they didn't let Gretzky shoot and shootout. He must have been the captain.
I know Gretzky was very famously like on the bench in the shootout on that team.
I think if Lemieux was captain in 2002, and Gretzky was obviously part of the management process in 2002, because I remember watching those on the Honey Nut Cheerios DVD box set.
Oh, classic.
I'm going to say Gretzky.
Let's say Wayne Gretzky captained 1998.
I'm going to say Wayne Gretzky was the captain. And if I go out because I picked the greatest hockey player to ever live, I can live with that.
I knew it wasn't Gretzky because he was old at that time. Not good.
In 98, the Red Wings would have been in the middle of back-to-back cups. Stevie Y, obviously, their captain. I would be shocked if he wasn't on that team.
Stevie Y, famously known for the Stevie Y jump, as we all know.
I don't know what that is.
It's true. It's a fact.
The classic Stevie Y jumping, Sally.
I'll say Stevie Y.
Scott Niedermayer.
So funny enough, Scott Niedermayer was one of the biggest snubs that year.
What?
The reason that Canada went out in 1998 is because they did not call upon Wayne Gretzky. And the reason you're going out here is because you did. So Wayne Gretzky was on the 1998 team. This guy knows. But he was not captain. Well, the choices that they had for captain were Gretzky, Yzerman, Sakic, Stevens, Blake, McInnes, and the one that they went for, Eric Lindros.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
At the time, Bobby Clark was the one building the team, and he's in the Flyers organization. That was his captain. It was a young 24-year-old Eric Lindros who was dominating the league at this point. And it's actually a little bit more of a modern thing, trusting your young superstar to be your captain. But for back then, that was looked at as a mistake.
Sorry. I've disappointed you all.
What's eponymous with Luca? Losing? There, you want to know eponymous? A fluka. Does that help you?
Yeah, it helps. You're giving me
You
that extra strike,
could
right?
make
I'm back
history.
in.
I'm going to give you an all-time speech letting you know to get the out of here.
I'm actually out, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Okay, what's the next question? This is like an unlimited strike thing.
yeah,
I'm at
yeah.
the batting
All right,
cage.
Oh, God, that felt good.
You can get on out of here. The bonus round. This is where we get the chance to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate you watching the video. Hopefully you're enjoying all of this Olympic content. If you're finding us for the first time, welcome. We love doing these quizzes. We love having you. If you're enjoying the video, why not give it a like? We appreciate that. Or subscribe to the channel. You can do whatever you'd like. Don't worry about it. We're here for the hang too. Usually we read the questions here, but we filmed a lot of quizzes back to back to back to back to back. Instead, we're going to save some of the comments that are here and we'll read them in some of the future quizzes that come out. So still feel free to write some down below. You got a cool jersey on there. What is that?
Yes. So this jersey, it says Queen's Med fights cancer. The Queen's Med School students play against doctors who have gone through the Queen's Med, and I believe they might still work at the school or they're still involved with the school. My buddy Jordy has raised, I believe, over $300,000 in 3 years for this tournament. So he's done an amazing job. He's a huge beauty. This year's game is going to be on March 7th in Kingston at the Slush Poppy Arena.
Crazy name. Good cause, though.
Which is the craziest name.
So here is the bonus round question. I have come up with it today. As soon as I'm done reading this question, you get 30 seconds to answer.
Lay it on me, Z.
Bonus. Everybody knows it was Sidney Crosby with the golden goal, but who were the other two players to score for Team Canada in the gold medal game in 2010? All you gotta do is name one of the guys.
I don't know.
Well, he's honest.
I was young, but man, I was 6.
I can't repeat myself in the whole thing that you guys keep hiding behind, where it's just like you couldn't have watched the clip yesterday.
I do make sure to watch that game probably, or like the highlights on that game once or twice a year.
I already said Jerome McGinley. So is that?
No, that was wrong.
Corey Perry. How can we forget his celly after he just puts his hands up in the air behind the net? So epic. Corey Perry, lay it on me.
That is correct. There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
Jesse has earned his third strike back. It was Taves who scored the opening goal in the first, and
Led the team in goals that year.
and Scory Perry who scored the second in the second.
Not great.
What's question 6? It's a trap card. Luca's gone. You want to take a shot at the Kaiba?
It's the Kaiba.
We might have needed Luca back just for that.
Kaiba.
This duel's just getting interesting.
Kaiba.
It was weird, but I liked it. All right, question 6, the trap card. It's always the Latvian goalies. Canada's gold medal run in 2014 nearly hit a serious snag in the quarterfinals versus Latvia, thanks in large part to a heroic 55-save performance from a young Latvian goalie. Who was that goalie, and how many NHL games did they go on to play?
Why do you need to add that detail?
I forget his name.
Well, that's important.
It is important.
Do you know any part of this?
I do. He was the Tampa goalie.
Ooh.
It's like something something Gudevich something.
I forget the guy's name, man. But it was an epic performance nonetheless.
His last name is like Gudevitz or something.
What he just said was gibberish and not the name. But what he did just say was like if a baby said something and you knew exactly what they meant. This is the kicker, because there's still a second part to the
I know.
question. How many games?
0 NHL games.
You got all of it wrong. Thank you.
What I will say is that he happened to be a Tampa Bay Lightning goalie when they had Ben Bishop and Andrei Vasilevsky. I don't know, 3 games? Did I get it? Are you kidding me?
I swear to God, he played 3 games. He played
I don't know
3
why I'm
games.
standing up. Let's...
Christoph, as Jadon just said. Good.
Like, I used to use the Tampa Bay Lightning in like GM mode in like NHL 15. So I loved that guy because it was like it's an underdog story. Like keep him on the roster.
Shut up. like his name is an ad lib.
It's like Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
They're great.
He was great for Latvian. Kristers Gudlevskis is his name.
I was kind of right.
Put some respect on grrr. He played 3 games for the Tampa Bay Lightning, 195 in the AHL. He did break a record that year, by the way. He became the first goalie to ever play in the ECHL, AHL, NHL, and Olympics all in the same season. That's pretty crazy.
That's very cool.
All right. It's impressive showing, though, Jesse. You still have 2 strikes remaining.
I just don't want to blow it here. The lights are shining pretty bright right now.
Question 7. After 2 consecutive Olympic tournaments filled with disappointment, Sweden finally managed to capture their second ever men's gold medal in 2006, doing so with perhaps one of the most talent-stacked teams in history. How many Hall of Famers were on that 2006 gold medal winning team? I don't know if Jesse can go home if he gets this wrong, because he's got a Swedish girlfriend.
I don't know how to say house, but hund is a word for dog. I'll be in the hund house.
For sure, Peter Forsberg.
Peter Forsberg is in the hall. Matt Sundin is in the hall.
Matt Sundin would have been on that team too. Lidstrom was probably on that team.
Nicholas Lidstrom in the hall.
Lundqvist was their goalie.
I know Henrik Lundqvist was on that team as well. Daniel Alfredsson is in the hall.
The Sedins would have had to have been on that team too.
The Sedins are not in the Hall of Fame yet. They were on that team. I'm probably short here, but I'm going to go with 5.
Probably have like 1 or 2 more. 7, I guess.
You counted the 5 out. Those, of course, are 5 Hall of Famers. And then you took a very interesting detour here, which, Emily, do not unlock the door when he comes home tonight, because he said the Sedins weren't in the hall. Yeah, they are, bud.
I'm an idiot.
Jadon, there's another name I'm going to add for you there, Daniel Alfredsson. That would make 7, and that's actually the correct answer, 7.
There's no...
It is 7.
Man! I thought they weren't in yet. For some reason, I thought they just like are going to be in the hall like next year or the year after.
That was a little nuts.
That was so dumb. That's an all-time blunder right there.
That was impressive.
Damn it!
It's okay. You're still in this.
I'm down to my last strike now.
He's down to his last strike.
That was so dumb. Like, what the hell's wrong with me, you idiot?
I didn't realize the stakes.
Hi! Hi!
All right. Question number 8. After decades of heartbreak and despair, are we talking about Jesse? Finland.
We're about to.
Finland finally struck Olympic gold in 2022, defeating the ROC. Although the roster did not feature any of Finland's NHL All-Stars from the past, it did feature one player who won Olympic bronze with Suomi in 2010. But who was that player? It's a nice water cooler fact for like super hockey nerds. You know, you're just digging through the rosters and sometimes you're like, whoa, seems like a fun fact. It's a big gap between when the NHL was allowed.
Huge gap between. And there's 2022 as well. Like that's got to be somebody who retired probably, I would assume, before that and like came back for that tournament.
Based off of my logic from the previous quiz we did, Kimmo Timonen.
Right away, I thought of like Kimmo Timonen, but he retired in like 2015. So that I don't think he's come back 7 years later. When did Pekka Rinne retire? Pekka Rinne timeline-wise is probably the only one that makes sense, but I don't know when he would have done it. So I don't know, Pekka Rinne.
Remember how the puck hit Tommy Salo right in that glove?
Damn it! That is so annoying. Who was it?
Oh, it's off Tommy Salo's glove.
Who was it?
And it's hit him in the back.
Who was it?
And it's rolled into the Swedish crease. And the man with the Swedish girlfriend, Emily, shout out Emily, is going home. The correct answer is Valtteri Filppula.
Oh!
Cheap Valtteri Filppula with a cheap light blonde loaf.
One fact you're never going to forget, the Sedins are Hall of Famers.
Man, brutal.
All right, let's move on to question 9. You got one more strike left, so if you don't get this right, Jadon, you ain't going to the final boss.
Let's not get it wrong then.
Question number 9. Shootouts are an absolute staple of Olympic hockey. Just ask TJ Sochi. How many shootout attempts did TJ Oshie get in Team USA's win over Russia in 2014? He had a great performance in the shootout, but how many shootout attempts did he get in that game?
Not goals, attempts.
Not goals, attempts.
I feel like I just saw this somewhere. Like, I don't think I need to provide this information, but I feel like he scored 4 of 6. The anecdote was like, he obviously went right away, and then he came back in. They just kept throwing him out there. And I think at one point he scored 3 in a row. I think I should go, oh my God, 4 to 6. So 6.
I want the young guns to do well, you know, and I want them to represent themselves in the final boss. And it's moments like these that make you appreciate that Jadon is on to some greatness, because 4 out of 6 is absolutely damn right.
I don't know
You got
where I
the
saw
number.
this.
Way to go. 4 out of 6.
Like, I don't even remember this game. Like, I know the moment happened, but I didn't watch this.
He took 5 consecutive shots at one point. He didn't make them 5 in a row. He said he went 4 for 6. I believe he did score 3 in a row. After the first 3 shooters, you can just keep sending the same guy. That's the rule. And Russia was just sending, I think it was Datsuk and Kovalchuk back to back. What a moment. What a performance from Jadon, though. We got to come up with a clever name with you. You know, what's a TJ Sochi-like name for you?
For me?
Jadon Vandenberg and Vancouver. I don't know how to blend these. I'm not clever enough in this moment.
I don't know if that one is going to land.
Anyways, these are awful. What's not awful is the fact that you've made it to the final boss. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look down the center. It's time to fight. With a save percentage of .963 and a goals against of 0.97, Dominic Hasek's performance across the 1998 tournament was the stuff of legends. While his shutout performance in a 1-0 game is what clinched gold for his country, it was his shutout performance in the semi-final shootout versus Canada that served as perhaps his most impressive moment. Name the 5 players that Hasek stopped.
I also kind of think I saw this somewhere of late too, but I don't think I know all of them.
The encyclopedia
But I
is
know
back.
2 pulls that I don't think that, like, I'm assuming it's Jesse that's going to get here.
The Sedins are not in the Hall of Fame yet.
This is going to be a crazy one to start with. I feel like Joe Nieuwendyk was one of them.
That is correct. That is 1.
And then Theo Fleury is the other one.
That's 2.
The fact that they already liked him enough to make him the captain, Eric Lindros, has to probably be one of them.
That is 3.
I don't want to get out with Stevie Y again, but that's kind of where I'm thinking. I guess I'll go Yzerman.
It's not correct. You got 3 out of 5, which, you know, on most days probably would have done it. And that's why you did do it today.
Whoa.
Jadon, you win.
Wow. I'm catching this.
The young man. This is a win on wins. This was impressive, my friend. You know your Olympic hockey, and the floor is all yours.
Wow. I've won a quiz, but I've never had this belt. Probably the biggest thank you has to be to Tony the Tiger, Kristaps. I don't even remember his name. That guy. Shout out, franchise mode legend.
Krister Gudlevsky, by the way.
Krister Gudlevsky. I knew that. Shout out Megan for giving me this hat. And by giving it, I mean leaving it out and saying, I'm going to throw this out. And if someone wants it, you can have it. And I just took it.
A tale as old as time.
Just shout out Emma.
This is so wholesome. It's
Yeah.
so wholesome that we got to end it.
Thanks all.
See you for the third quiz.